which I won't be grinding. I'll carry on the story now. But the story goes on for a while, so it's good to get a bit of grinding done while it lets you. Okay.
What's the matter?
You don't know what the matter is. I've come to do a mission. What do you think?
We've got a new assignment. Op details are as follows.
Infiltrate the center of Valkyria, break through any enemy strongholds we come across, and seize the Viceroy's office. We'll be deploying from the south side of the city. Our goal is simple: take control of the Viceroy's office. Expect barricades to impede progress. So a head-on assault is a no-go. The first target is Bruce's base in the southeast. We need to wind our way through the city without getting lost en route to the Viceroy's office in the north.
That's all. Vandergen.
Nice one soon. Right, these are my favourites so far, so don't really need to heal on him, but smash. Prime. Yeah, I'm not sure why this game gets so much hate. Well, I can and I can't.
October 1853. The Jutland army departed to attack the Ruzi Empire, who was controlling Ipsaria.
Oh,
Ipsaria was a point of strategic importance to both sides. More than half the land is covered with mountains rich with ragnite veins, giving a great many people work in the mines.
yeah, because there's no strategy involved. Well, none yet, anyway. Although, I did read that this is more of a side game than an actual main entry. It looks kind of like a main entry to me, but...
I am all right, Godot.
All units, commence operation.
Some battlefields have imperial supply caches. Obtain items from that by pressing R1, blah blah blah.
Let's do this!
Look, a bad guy!
Intercept the enemy! Who's next?
Let's go!
All right. Commander down!
Keep it up!
Okay, so just like the main missions, you lose a bit more health.
Who's next?
Need more training.
Who's next? Commander down!
I offer this prayer.
Commander down!
This'll be easy.
All right.
Didn't have what it takes.
Eliminate enemies from around the base control point allows the place to be captured. Yeah, like in the first game, it restocks you. Okay, so if you're doing better on the bar, you get advantages.
Taste my flavor.
Watch this!
See how tough I am? Yep, let's go. Pardon me. Let's go in your ears. Taste my blade. Rest in peace.
Commander down!
Okay, so that's the area clear. Oh god, there is a run button. Circle. Alright, I'll go head north from up here then. So you should have had L3 as center of the camera, so you could run and center it. And then having to let go like that.
I'll prove
Intercept the
myself.
enemy!
Got a bad feeling.
Let's end this! All
In
right.
the name of judgment, let's go.
Who's next?
Didn't have what it takes. Now or never.
Oh,
Commander down.
You were. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop, motherfucker.
That all you got? All right.
Here comes some more.
Get lost! End this! Who's next? Commander down!
Yep, let's go.
Who's next?
Oh, and I've lost my one
This'll be
viewer.
easy. Didn't have
Why?
what it takes.
I just wanted my one viewer. Okay.
Hey,
Kind of
they're not
close,
so
right?
tough.
Take this! Let's end this! Who's next? Commander down. All right.
Here I go! Pardon me! Here I go! Here comes more! My word!
Commander down. End this.
Victory!
Who's next?
Grenades
The
back.
tides are turning.
Try to use all your grenades up. Or take on the fortresses.
I'll prove myself. Yeah! In the name of justice!
End this. Who's next?
Where you come from?
Give you rocks.
You are not alone. Love you guys! Terribly sorry.
Commander down. Who's next?
Rest in peace. See how tough I am?
Out of my way.
Who's next? Victory!
That all you got?
Ding ding!
Commander down.
Just like a ding ding. Oh, I gotta say big area normally means a boss.
We keep going and neutralize the Viceroy office.
I hate offices. I always wanted to destroy them. He's wearing purple, so he's mysterious.
What the? Who the hell is that?
An enemy. You can tell by his glare. There's no trace of intelligence. He has the eyes of a beast.
Come now, one pup does not a wolf pack make.
He speaks like
Bearing
Yoda.
your fangs at an apex predator like me isn't bravery, it's buffoonery.
Isaac, you're an idiot. But you got a point. Something smells fishy here. Maybe it's a trap. Like a decoy. Or an ambush.
Who cares? Let's do this, Jordan! Victory goes to those who were first to strike, First Sergeant.
He's got some kind of magic power.
Hey, that's Ragnite Glow.
He has a mana-powered prosthesis.
Ooh. I got a big sword. A little bit bigger than his prosthesis. Yeah.
The rest of you, keep going. Finish the mission.
That's a bit weird. Yeah. Finish
That arm.
the mission.
Who the hell are you?
I have no obligation to answer you. This will not go as you planned.
I'm like that when I see women.
And an enemy in range.
Got a bad feeling. Yep, let's go.
Leave it
Power
to me.
comes from within.
This'll do it. End this!
You're
In the name of Judgment!
Keep an eye on them.
I think such swordsmanship existed even in Jutland. You will be an obstacle to my conquest. I must defeat you.
This will settle it!
Shameful. What is it, your highness?
This will settle it!
I've seen that man
Got a
before.
bad feeling!
Are you sure? Keep an eye on them.
You ready? What are you looking at?
Oh, I cannot be certain. Alas, perhaps we might know someone. Someone presumed to have died quite some time.
This'll do it.
I'll give it my all.
Bad feeling!
Bad. Keep an eye on them.
This'll do it. That should do some damage.
Oh, got a viewer. Well, hello, viewer.
Your Highness!
What the?
It's got explodey
Are
wrist.
you not Prince Laertes? Heir to the throne of Ipsaria?
Huh?
A squirrel.
Wow. Awesome.
He was tougher than the tank.
The prince?
Yes. At first I feared my memory failed me, but there is no doubt left in my mind. The eyes are a window to the soul, and a gaze that fierce could only have belonged to Prince Laertes.
A member of the
Or you could
Crimean
have just
royal
said he
family
looks like him
survived.
because I've seen him before. That's what he looks
Why
like.
would he attack us? And that prosthesis? Something's not right.
I've read about a procedure in which a body's capabilities are alchemically augmented and even surpassed by Ragnite.
A mana-enhanced human.
Ew. And here I thought he was kinda cute.
We can validate the facts later. We need to prioritize the operation first.
Gotta prioritize that shit.
What a stubborn group! Just give it up and be obliterated already!
Looks like a last-ditch effort.
Amlet!
Captain?
Well, now's as good a time as any. Alright, everyone keep up with the captain.
Good to see the captain's still alive and kicking the enemy's ass.
Weird. Right, alchemic armaments and electric shock. Alchemic armaments can be knocked down after they've been affected by electric shock, and lightning spells are effective against things. And lightning spells unique characteristics. Game you better. go.
All right.
Are they aiming at us? Constant vigilance.
All right, commander down.
Here they come.
Honest. Commander down.
Got this. Keep it up.
Mission complete.
Damn. I gave me loads.
I've grown stronger. Now I'm even stronger.
Looks clear. I think we're finished for now. Provided everything went according to plan, the main army should be winding down as well. Of course, there could be more troops on the outskirts. Should we try to draw them out?
No, we should stay right here, strategically speaking.
Regardless, the residents will come out when the battle concludes. It'll be fine if we're welcomed with open arms.
But it'll be a hassle if they put up a resistance.
If that happens, I will persuade them myself. Once we convey our intentions openly and earnestly, they shall understand. If we can do that, I believe they'll accept us. And Jutland.
Yup. I'm sure Fifi can do it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'll help too.
Why are you being so competitive? I don't see the point.
We could use all the Hans we can get.
Captain Gronkair! Runner Nielsen reporting. Our army engaged a large enemy unit on the outskirts of Ipsaria and has defeated them. The Ruzi forces broke formation and have begun retreating. Our troops are entering the city right now.
Inform the commanding officer that Vannergan's taken the Viceroy office and secured the area. They may encounter some residual enemy forces scattered across the city, but should rendezvous with us immediately. And be sure to show the citizens some care. We're here to free them from the Empire's oppression, after all. We cannot tread on their honor and dignity as Ruse has. These orders come directly from Princess Ophelia herself.
Yes, sir. I'll definitely relay that. I swear on my life.
I trust you will. Hans, a moment.
Sir?
The main force. How many did we lose?
I don't know the details, but the commanding officer himself said the death toll is far below estimates. The commander is calling this operation a decisive victory. We've won, and with minimal casualties. Is something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing. Thank you, Hans.
Yes, sir. I'll be taking my leave now.
No. On his weird dinosaur thing.
Is something the matter, Bridget?
No, nothing at all.
Ugh, Our job's finally done. I could use a drink. What do you say, Jordan?
Drinking until dawn doesn't count as a drink, First Sergeant.
I can see it now in my mind's eye. Me, surrounded by doting Ipsarian damsels, the epitome of prestige and popularity.
Yeah, in your dreams.
Hey, wait! The captain hasn't dismissed us yet.
Come on! Hurry up, Phoebe!
Grocery? Oh, grocery is updated. Okay.
You're quite studious. How splendid.
Godor Villefort, Vanguard, Exo Royal Guard seems to have been a man of remarkable prestige. In the Princess witnessed amulets act as a revenge of Mulder, which explains the wearing as he held the amulet afterwards. Okay.
The response to your column's been amazing.
Well, you did a lot to promote it.
What do you say to working for us again? You're single-handedly boosting sales. I'm sure we could swing you more money if that's what you want.
Nah, the freelance life suits me.
Fair enough. If you ever change your mind, just let me know. Honestly, ever since you left, the whole paper's editorial tone has shifted slightly.
Oh yeah?
It's like no one's afraid to speak up anymore. I bet readers have noticed the change as well. Just walking down the street, I can tell things are different now. Ever since we took back Molda, the fog of Ruse's oppression has lifted.
Still, it would have been better to avoid war altogether. But since that ship's already sailed, I suppose the people who pushed for it must shoulder that responsibility.
You say that like you had a hand in it.
Of course not.
Just do what you do best. Right. We're all waiting to see what you come up with next.
The whole industry's starting to mobilize, boss.
Hell yeah!
The smart companies are getting busy. War's just an excuse.
That's good business, both for Jutland and the Ragnite biz.
Good to see you, sir.
Keep up the hard work. But try to clock out on time, yeah? Don't make your mama cry.
Yes, sir.
The war economy's coming. While everyone's rooting for us to win big, now's our chance to rake in the dough. Don't get cold feet accepting orders, got it? Competition's already heating up.
You got it, boss.
Is this really all right, Mr. President?
Don't worry so much. If we don't ride out this wave, we'll be left high and dry while our rivals are swimming in cash.
But the higher-ups in the Ragnite Manufacturing Union were opposed to the war, weren't they? They stressed that instead of agitating the Empire, we ought to focus on negotiating for fewer economic restrictions. So, won't this lead to a direct confrontation with the Union?
Even better. I can finally outplay those tight-assed coots. It'll be perfect. That said, they do got a good nose for money. Chances are, they'll support the military as soon as they smell profit. And that's when the real games begin.
I get it. Okay, Mr. President, you call the shots.
And that's that. But boss, what's our next step? Even if we take orders, we don't have enough Ragnite to fulfill them.
Leave that to our boys in battle. We keep winning, and we'll be up to our balls in blue rocks. Stick to your quotas, okay? On that note, we're gonna give the anti-Valkyria squad our full support. After all, what better advertisement could there be than an elite force kicking roozy ass with our weapons?
The Wunderkind of Jutland's government has returned!
I'm terribly sorry for being late.
Worry not. We weren't surprised at all when the messenger informed us of the situation.
It sounds like you had quite the debate with that moderate Councilman Lindegard.
I don't think politics would make for an interesting topic at the dinner table.
Everyone wants to hear about it. We were just talking about the day you persuaded the king on the necessity of this war.
You exaggerate, sir.
No need to be humble. Many of those here once held office as well, and they'd never heard of something so counterintuitive. To think that war would be what shines a ray of hope on a closed-off country. And what happened? The gunfire at the Empire's towering base in Molda became the light that illuminated Jutland.
Lord Madkind, I understand your desire to praise your future son-in-law, but it's a letdown hearing you tell the tale. We haven't even had a toast to celebrate his return yet.
Oh, where are my manners? Please excuse me, Lord Ostrad.
Don't worry about it, Lord Madkind. In fact, I'm quite thankful for it. Solomon, would you do the honors?
Me, Father?
Don't keep everyone waiting.
Very well. At this time, I think there is only one suitable toast to give. To Jutland's victory.
That's right, to victory.
To victory!
Furthermore, I have an announcement to make.
What is it?
The hostilities have begun. With that in mind, I'd like to delay Sophia's and my wedding until after the war. Until the day Jutland seizes victory.
Solomon, what's gotten into you? Does Sophia know about this?
This is my decision, and it's the first time I've mentioned it. I'm sorry for not discussing this with you.
I had a feeling you would say that.
You talk as if this has nothing to do with you.
Father, Solomon is very hard both on himself and on others. He feels that it would not be right for only him to be happy during this time of war.
It's all right, Sophia. You don't have to go out of your way to defend me. Please excuse my selfishness. I simply wish to focus on changing this country.
Right. Don't understand if I've seen this event or not. Can find out.
Our next mission is to seize the Ruse Viceroy office in Ipseria.
There's much we can learn by revisiting the past.
Find out some of his backstory.
I wonder whether Amlet's picky eating has improved.
Huh. The captain's a picky eater?
Indeed. He had a terribly imbalanced diet during our institute years, and I often had to chide him for it.
Your Highness scolded the captain? Huh.
My word, Amlet Gronkair. You left your carrots untouched. Your other vegetables, too.
Not again.
Okay, I wasn't aware they
Meat
already
and
knew
eggs
each
alone
other.
do not make for balanced nutrition. This pickiness is most unbecoming in a boy your age, Amlet. I have always eaten every dish presented to me. Now listen, vegetables are very high in nutritional value. Oh, stop right there. I shan't let you get away till you have eaten your carrots, Amlet Gronkair.
I can only imagine the look on the captain's face.
Now I feel nostalgic. Do you suppose he still avoids eating his carrots? Oh, I have not seen him around today.
The captain's gone out. Something about needing to submit paperwork somewhere.
Have you ever seen the captain not clean his plate, though?
Now that you mention it, I think he's always eaten everything on his plate.
Then he no longer has any likes or dislikes. He has somehow managed to become even less endearing.
So that peasant has a particularly picky palate. Hark! 'Tis Amlet. What the deuce is he gaping at? Is that the mess menu?
Carrot Day. Think I'll go check in on Basil.
Can it be? He makes extra work for himself to avoid consuming carrots. What a child! But now I know his deep, dark secret. I'll share this tasty tidbit with everyone and utterly humiliate him. Hello, lovelies! What perfect timing! Listen, mere moments ago, Amlet was...
What? There's no way the captain would do something so childish.
Come again? No, it's true, Miss Bridget. I saw it with my own two eyes just right now.
Just because you two don't get along...
It seems the only child here is you. Let's go, Helena.
Damnations! Curse that Amlet! Curse him.
Getting hungry.
Vannergund, a mythical beast in the form of a monstrous wolf. The anti-Valkyria squad, an elite unit within the Jutland army, was crowned with this ferocious moniker. They were heroes in the European Liberation War. But let me share with you the untold story of this unit's founding.
So you appeared, Mr. Viewer, or Mrs. Viewer, while we're in the middle of a cutscene.
The world power's restrictions grow harsher with each day. Parliament and my King Father alike are sitting on their hands, while their wrist-wringing diplomats negotiate. But now is the time for our country to rise and fight back.
Your Highness, the safety of His Royal Majesty's subjects is first and foremost on his mind.
I understand that. But defending our lives at the cost of our livelihoods is a poor form of protection indeed. Our imported Ragnite supply is dwindling, and the people are suffering for it. If we do not act, Jutland will lose the strength to stand. And that, I fear, is precisely what Ruse wants. Weakening Jutland as if pouring poison down our ears, while whispering honeyed lies into those of the major powers. I cannot sit idly by as this kingdom dies a creeping death. And yet, I am powerless to stop it. It vexes me so. Lady.
Oh, she's vexed.
Pardon me. Parliament is starting to lean toward war, Your Highness.
I beg your pardon? Why now, after resisting it for so long?
Many of the younger politicians have rallied together in support. And it's spilled beyond Parliament. A pro-war article has grown quite popular, shifting public opinion on the matter. Even the military's begun collecting intel on the other world powers. It would seem a coordinated effort is being made to reshape Jutland's future.
Dun, dun, dun.
I believe Lieutenant Gronkair is part of this cabal.
Gronkair? You mean Amlet?
He's pushing to form an anti-Valkyria squad.
Pardon?
A specialized team trained to combat Ruse's Valkyria. Elite soldiers with exceptional skills complemented by the most advanced Ragnite weapons available. They intend to train people with a high Ragnite aptitude, regardless of status or experience, to wield these weapons. Amlet Gronkair wants to join the team himself. Considering his rank and Ragnite aptitude, he'll likely be appointed as the squad's commanding officer. Given that he was a schoolmate of yours, Princess, I thought this might interest you.
Imagine him taking initiative for once. Oh heavens, how foolish I have been. Here I was worrying about what I can do rather than doing, while my subjects are already standing up for themselves. Has the commission of this unit already been approved?
No, there's been some resistance from the moderates.
Princess. Godot, Miranda, please get ready. We will be departing soon. To Parliament!
Parliamente.
Ophelia spoke to Jutland's parliament in favor of the war effort. The young princess's sincere voice spurred public opinion, and support for the anti-war movement grew less and less. And so, the monarchy officially declared war at long last and approved the creation of Vanargund.
Second Lieutenant Amlet Gronkair, in view of the upcoming battle with Ruse, I hereby promote you to First Lieutenant. Furthermore, you are appointed henceforth as the commanding officer of the Anti-Valkyria Squad, effective immediately.
Yes, Your Majesty.
This unit's founding was made possible by my daughter's call to action, though it was you who first lobbied for it, yes?
Yes, I'm grateful for Princess Ophelia's support. The citizens of Jutland have long suffered under Ruse's cruelty. Expecting someone else to come along and solve our problems simply isn't an option. Waiting, we realized, won't save lives. I thank Your Majesty and Princess Ophelia for giving us this opportunity to serve our country.
I hold your patriotism in high regard. Now, go forth. What a gifted young man. His valiant spirit is invigorating. I am proud to see Jutland has a hero in its time of need. Men like him were made to light their nation's darkest hour.
Just so, Father.
Ophelia, my dear daughter, you may laugh at a foolish old man's fears, but even now my soul is filled with doubt. Was declaring war truly the right course of action? Am I not sending these young men with promising futures to their deaths?
Father, your kind heart has been a blessing to our land, but you must trade the banner of peace for the sword of war. Jutland needs more heroes.
Nevertheless,
should Your Majesty allow, I wish to become one as well.
Whatever do you mean, my child?
I would like for you to hear one last plea.
To form the Anti-Valkyria Squad, drafted citizens with high Ragnite aptitude were identified from their physical exams.
Huh! 'Tis only logical that I be asked to join an elite team. Among the noble houses, it was well known that no man is better at handling Ragnite, or ladies for that matter. You'll all soon learn what it means to be physically, mentally, and socially outclassed. You're welcome.
I was an engineer before the draft. Nice to meet you.
I design mana stuff. Anyway, are the weapons done? I told him to make mine cute.
Me? I've been away from the military for a while now, but I ended up being called back. I thought I'd be returning to a dingy troop full of men, but I'm more than happy to see lots of beauties in our ranks. Look forward to working with you.
In addition, sentiment in favor of the war had grown throughout the country, and many volunteered to enlist.
I'm a former teacher. I volunteered to protect my homeland. For the children who will one day inherit Jutland, I'll give my all in eradicating the Ruck threat.
I used to be part of the main force, but I heard that the latest weaponry will be provided to the Anti-Valkyria Squad. If we're going all out at Ruse anyway, I want to do it with a bang.
Hi! Thanks for waiting. Helena Anderson. And this here's Bloom Thompson. We elected the chance to put those Rucks in their place.
Maybe you shouldn't say that kind of stuff to our superiors, Helena.
Lighten up, Bloom. You're a soldier now. Act like one. Just point me in the direction of the enemy. Let me at him. Wow, she's ready to throw down.
Me oh my, the proletariat is such a pugilistic pack. Don't get your bodies in a bunch over me, my lowborn beauty.
Big talk. But can you back it up? Let's see if you can even throw down with the toughest commoner around.
The toughest commoner?
Isn't this unit a little too chipper?
Like being back in school.
Well, it never hurts to be energetic.
Heads up. The commanding officer has arrived.
Good. You're all here. From today forward, you are all members of Jutland's new Anti-Valkyria Squad, Vandergund. I expect each of you to give us everything you've got in order to protect this country. We need to be ready for anything, so let's begin training immediately. That's all for now. Ophelia?
I shall be joining your noble endeavor.
Is this a joke? The front line is no place for a princess.
My king father has been convinced otherwise, as he can avow.
I am Lieutenant Villefort, Godot Villefort. As per the king's request, I will be joining the squad and accompanying the princess. I shall serve as Commander Amlet's adjutant and Princess Ophelia's bodyguard.
Ophelia...
Absolutely not.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Your countenance says it all. Save your objections, for I have already made up my mind. 'Twas I who enjoined Parliament to form this unit. How can I hide behind palace walls while sending you to war? You said so yourself, Amlet Gronkair. Waiting saves no one. If sacrifices must be made to relieve my people's suffering, then surely I ought to offer more than my prayers. So far as I am able, I will fight to protect my subjects.
Is she serious?
This might be a more difficult mission than I thought.
November 6th, 1852 EC. They were the fangs of Jutland and the traitors' honed blade to challenge the Valkyria. This was how the Anti-Valkyria Squad came to be. Their achievements are as written in many biographies and books detailing the history of the war.
Yes.
You're quite studious. How splendid.
Okay, I think I'll leave that one there. Good place to stop. Catch you later. Oh.